Hello and welcome to another waveform tutorial. So today we're going to look at using pink noise, which is this nasty stuff here. We're going to use that to set up a balanced mix really quickly and easily. So something such as this, which is with no EQ, no compression, no effects whatsoever. Just a good starting point so we can really improve with EQ and our various effects. So let's look at how we set that up and why we should use pink noise. So let's look at our mix first, and through the spectrum, the analyzer built into Live. So you can see the general frequency contour rises up 50, then further up to about 100, and then starts to taper off as we go higher down the spectrum, gently. So if we look at our pink noise through the spectrum, so we can see generally we've got the same thing, so rising up from the sub frequencies and then tapering off the higher and higher we go up. So I'm not going to delve into the science here, but I would strongly recommend that you import about 5 of your favorite mixed and mastered tracks into Ableton and have a look at them through Spectrum. You should notice that broadly they will conform to this pattern, this contour of frequencies. So another thing to look at when we've got our pink noise going is average levels. So you can see now in Ableton we have average levels on the track meters. That's also in the master, but here's a handy free plugin that offers a little bit more. It's TT Dynamic Range Meter. It's free to download, so it's got RMS, peak, and various other things, dynamic range, etc. So very handy. So let's just look at white noise. So you can hear an obvious difference. It's much thinner sounding, less low end and much more high end, which you can see at the spectrum. So pink noise is the noise that we're going to use for any kind of mixing or musical purposes. And I'm going to use utility rather than faders, so we can save those later for automation. Okay, so finally no more pink noise, thankfully. So it's pretty unpleasant, and it also gives you an extra incentive to get a mix up and running really quickly. So no time for deliberating and overthinking things, which is always a good thing. So now we can see our basic and initial setting. To my ear, we got a little bit too much high end, so I think our culprit is a hi-hat, so I'm just going to drop him down a bit. And if we go back to our spectrum on the master, we can see our contour is a bit more like our ideal. So that's basically how you can use pink noise to set up a basic mix. From here we can add EQ, compression, and really make the most of it. So hope this was a help, and I'll see you in the next video.